Well, hello everyone. Hello there. Ooh, I'm kind of off center here. It's all right. It's all right. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone is having an awesome Saturday. Oh my. I'm having a really productive Saturday. So I got a ton of stuff done today. So I am really happy. And I remembered my scrunchie, which sometimes I don't remember because I keep them upstairs and I really should move them downstairs because, I'm doing my sales down here. I should have my Bucky scrunchy assortment on hand because I don't have a water um, bottle tonight going. I know. So I gotta have Bucky represented a little somewhere here. Hello, Denise. Hi, Sarah Lee. Hi, Gatita. And hello, Homeschool Lou. And thank you guys so much for joining me. Um, I'll say the kitties are resting comfortably right now. I made them dinner so I could get them fed before I started, and they're like, nah, we're just chilling by the heat. We'll eat later. I swear, sometimes in the fall, in the winter, tearing them away from the heater is it's not always easy. But it's like, well, if they get hungry enough, they'll come looking for food. Same with me. If I get hungry enough, I'll come in the kitchen. I'll look for some food. Oh my. Hello, Cindy. Oh, where is it? Oh, if you guys didn't see, Cindy got me a 12 day advent calendar of chapstick, and I am enjoying the green apple right now. Yee, it's so fun. And it smells so good. Hello, Trina. And hi, Cindy. And thank you again. I know it smells just like a Jolly Rancher. Ooh, it's so good. It's so yummy. Oh, but thank you. I can't thank you enough. That was awesome. That was a wonderful gift. And I appreciate it. See, I forgot to get some lotion. I thought, man, I am on top of it today, getting this done, getting that done, and all this good stuff. And the last thing I forgot. So, apologies, little bit of dry hands today. That's okay. That's all right. Everybody's got dry hands this time of year. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll tell you a funny story. And hello, Daisy. And shoot, your name just went, but hello, Daisy. It's nice to see you. So I went to bed late last night. I was busy right after the Sue Spezio show. No surprise. I was busy doing stuff, clearing the sale, getting everything nice and organized, taking care of the cats, getting some stuff done. And so I went to bed a little later than normal, and which was unfortunate because I got woken up at 5 this morning by the strangest sound. I was like, what is that? You wake up, you're groggy, you're disorientated, you haven't gotten enough sleep. Kelly! Yes, I'm so sorry, Kelly. It's like it was on the tip of my tongue and then whoop, and then it was gone. Hello, Sharon. And it's like I was hearing this sound, and it's like, what is that? What is that sound? And it kind of sounded like rain, like when you get really, really, really super heavy rain that's like just pounding down. But it was more. It was more than just the rain. I'm like, wow, what is going on? So of course, when you hear sound and you get up and everything, you got to go run to the restroom. And when I was in the restroom, because of the fan, there's like a little metal piece on top of the fan on the roof, where the exhaust goes, and it's like I could hear it pinging really loud on the metal, and I went, "Holy smokes, that's hail!" It's like we had a massive, massive hailstorm this morning, 5 o'clock. It might have started before 5 o'clock, but man, it woke me up at 5 o'clock this morning. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Jan. And whoa. And then, of course, I was awake and I wasn't, and the sound was still going and still going and still going. It's like, okay, I'm not getting back to sleep. I might as well just get up and try to have a productive day and know that I am going to crash tonight and I'm going to be asleep in like 2 seconds after my head hits that pillow. Because yeah, according to my little Fitbit here, I got just 1 minute, 1 minute shy. Oh, come on. 1 minute shy of 5 hours of sleep. Although it was good sleep. I was doing really good, getting some good sleep. But yeah, that hail. And then of course, you look outside and it looked like it snowed. The hail was so thick. And it wasn't super cold, but it was, just cold enough. And yeah, so that was quite a surprise. Surprisingly, we don't get much hail here. Maybe a couple storm, maybe just like twice or so in the fall, twice or so like in the springtime when the weather's transitioning. But yeah, that was so surprising. And of course, the cats are like, "Oh, is that a sound? Oh, okay." I figured since they weren't too upset with it, I was like, it's like, I'm going to be okay with it too. I just wanted to figure out what it was. It was like a mystery. Had to kind of figure out what was going on with it. And Trina, yes, my car, everything got fixed, and yep, it is good. But thank you for asking. And yeah, so we are continuing with the closet clean out. This is probably going to be the last Saturday of the closet clean out, meaning that items that are still kind of new in the rotation, well, they might be making another appearance, plus some new items. Next week, I will be back to having a guest, and the guest will be Becky from Vintage Viking Treasure. She will be joining me next week. She's crazy busy with her the shows that she does. She does a lot of glass shows, in-person glass shows. And so, yeah, the fall was very busy for her, but now she's going to be home, and yeah, so I'm excited. She's going to be joining me, and yeah, it's going to be great. But yeah, if you've been with me the past couple of Saturdays, I've been bringing 50 items. I know it's a lot, and it's amazing that I've got 50 more items that I haven't had the past 2 weeks. So 3 weeks ago, I did a solo sale, 50 items. Last week, I did a solo, I guess that was 2 weeks ago. I did a solo sale, 50 totally different items. Now I'm doing another sale and another 50 items. Now, that doesn't mean that you haven't seen some of these before, because again, this is kind of closet clean out. And by that, I just mean I'm going through my little Harry Potter closet. I got asked by a comment if I found Harry yet. No, I have not found Harry Potter yet. Other than I was going through some Christmas ornaments and getting them ready for sale for next week, and I did find a Harry Potter ornament, so that kind of counts, right? So close, so close. But since I do also sell on Etsy, Poshmark, eBay, I know sometimes I pick up things just because they're awesome, they're cool. I want to pick them up because, I can get them at a reasonable price and be able to still sell them at a reasonable price. So I like picking up things. They may not sell at live sales, and that's okay. That's quite all right if they don't. I have the other avenues to sell things at, so that's fine. I like to give my live YouTube audience the first opportunity to purchase any of the items that I pick up. I like to give you guys the best prices that I can. And oh, I forgot to turn off my ringer. Well, as soon as this spam call is done, I will turn off my ringer. Um, Darn it, that one additional thing I forgot to do. But that also gives people an opportunity to go back, watch the sales. If you haven't seen the past 2 weeks of sales or so, or watch the vlogs where I recap the sales, gives you one more opportunity to kind of see items before I go ahead and list them on Etsy and Poshmark and eBay. But you can always see them. It's not like they're going away until they sell, but you can always see them on my eBay store and everything. And there are links kind of everywhere on the channel, and always in the description, I have a link. All right, here we go. Turn off ringer.
Okay, your device is on silent.
Thank you. I don't know how to do it any other way, so I push the button and she does it for me. Makes it so much easier. So I will next week, as I was cleaning out the closet, I've got some stuff set aside from the morning sale. So yes, we'll still be having a couple of closet clean out sales. I might bring some of it again to like the Monday night sale. So I will be no sales tomorrow. Sunday is my day off of YouTube, but on Monday morning, I will be back at 11:30 Eastern for my lunchtime sale, and at 6 p.m. Eastern for my sale with Jen. So that will be going on. And so I will be bringing a few more closet clean out items. And I'm thinking 2 more Christmas sales. As I was going through my Christmas stuff, I think it's going to be 2 more lunchtime sales of Christmas. So yeah, it's going to be really fun next week. And let's see. Okay, so for those of you who've kind of been hanging around and listening to me say it, we've been joking a little bit with Kim, that Kim from Oh My Vintage, if we get the chat to 100, whenever Kim is around and we get the chat to 100, she is going to do a pickleback shot. And I said, yeah, I don't keep really pickles in the house, so I won't be doing a pickleback shot. But on any of my sales, any of them, the lunchtime sales, the evening sales, the late night sales, any of my sales that we get 100 people in the chat, I am going to do a giveaway. So be sure and spread the word out. Bring your friends in, bring family in. If we get the chat to 100, I will do a giveaway. And it's not just Saturday night, it's every sale that I do. So yeah, let's get the chat up to 100. Also want to mention that I do giveaways on Friday nights also. So one of the giveaways that I do is a member appreciation giveaway. So for all of the members in my chat, thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Jan. I can see you guys just right away. So that's why I am giving you a shout out. And hello, Patrick. Patrick is also a member. Thank you so much, Patrick. And yeah, so on Friday nights, I do a member appreciation drawing. If you are interested in becoming a member, you can click the join button down below. It does not make you join, it just gives you information about the memberships. But I also do giveaways for comments. Yeah, all you have to do is leave a comment on my live, leave a comment on a video, leave a comment on a short. Now, I know this week is going to be really busy, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to put out many shorts. But if you want to go back through my catalog, I do have several shorts. Just leave a comment on a short, and you will get entered into the giveaways. I do those on Friday nights during the Sue Spezio show, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time with Aaron Proctor also. So that's when we do the giveaways. It's a lot of fun. And oh, shoot. I don't have my list of who the winners were. Nancy Kell, Sherry. Oh, darn it. My list is over there. I don't remember the other two winners. I'm so sorry. But yeah, they are were the winners this week. So yeah, so people do actually win. And it's awesome. It's a lot of fun. So let's see. So that is kind of what is going on. I think that's a whole bunch of Puggle Mom. Yes. Thank you, Gatita. Puggle Mom was one of the winners. And shoot, there's a fourth. There is a fourth winner. And yeah, darn it, I don't remember who it is. But congratulations to all the winners. All right. So another really exciting bit for the sale tonight is there is one piece in the sale tonight that you have not seen in a sale before, but you have seen it. And maybe you can see that there's something missing from behind me over here. Yeah, so I've got a super, super special item in the sale tonight. It's going to be really exciting to take a look at this item. So that's going to be coming up in a little bit, but I think I am going to go ahead and start the sale. And let's see, make sure I said hello to everyone. And oh, hi, Nancy. And look at that. Nancy was one of the winners last night. And there she is. Yay! All right, so let's go ahead and get the sales started. And okay, gonna be no surprise. There are, or maybe I should say, spoiler alert, there's gonna be some teapots in the sale tonight. And I am gonna start off with a Japanese teapot. Hi, Thomas. And oh, let me get all the little cups. So these have this is very Japanese style, especially with the cups. So it is a beautiful pottery teapot. It's got a gorgeous handle, but it's not just a teapot. I do also have 5 cups. And you may be wondering why 5. So one of the main differences between like a Japanese set and an English set is that Japanese sets tend to be in odd numbers. I know we get used to even numbers, pairs, sets of 4, sets of 6, sets of 8. We like our even numbers. But in Japan, frequently sets are in odd numbers. So that is why there's only 5 cups. But I absolutely love this handle. It is gorgeous. And then I'll show you the inside also. So it is glazed on the inside except for the rim. And this is a red clay. So that is unglazed. You can see there's a little steam hole in there. Hi, Poppy. And here is the bottom. And there is a signature. So the person who made this did sign their name to this. And I'll show you the cups also because they are beautiful. And hi, Paul. Hi, Penny. So nice of you guys to join me tonight. So these are beautiful little cups. So yeah, you're going to pour a little tea in there, take a sip. That's probably going to be all. And then you're going to be making probably another pot. But it is okay. It's a little dusty. Don't look at the dust. All right. Oh, and it does have 3 little feet also that it rests on. So that set is $25. And you get the 5 cups and the teapot. Okay. Now, I will be doing a speed round at the end also. So if you want to see everything that I have brought tonight before you jump in, make a decision. If you think about things that might make wonderful gifts for someone, but you know, you're kind of thinking about it in an hour from now, you can let me know at any time in the chat if you would like to purchase something that I have passed on. Okay. Next up is another pottery piece, but this one is from Mexico. And some of these pieces, this is going to be kind of the last time you see them in a sale. Not all the pieces, not all of them, but there are several pieces where this is going to be kind of the last time. And then I will just go ahead and put them for sale on eBay, Etsy. Hello, Puggle Mom. And oops, so this one is going to start at $30. And this one is the Tonala or Tonala Mexican pottery style. And it is a ceramic orb, a circle. So the back design is beautiful. Let me get in close so you can see it. It is really cool. And then it does have a signature on here. So it is marked A Ortiz and then maybe a G. Kind of looks like a General Mills, like on your cereal box. And then it does say Mexico. Oh, I did forget to bring my my ruler over here. It's going to come with a little stand. And the stand is actually from India, but that's okay. And it's carved out of a solid piece, which is really cool. Hi, Mary Beth. So the oops, there we go. The orb, the ceramic orb is, let's see, that's about 6.5 inches. We'll just keep that right here. 6.5 inches, and then I'll show you the main focal point design, which is this super cool man in the moon. And you can see it starts off with the matching color. So you have little red and a little white down here. And then this outer rim is red and white. Then we have brown, and we have a couple of shades of red. And then we have this super cool man in the moon. And I'll show it back here so you can see how big it is. So just an amazing Mexican pottery piece done in a Tonala style. And then the rest of it is this really hypnotic. It's like very hypnotic. I feel like I could just kind of spin that around and hypnotize everybody. So this awesome piece, $30 for the orb and the stand. So you get the stand also. Hi, Sherry. So you're going to get both of those pieces for $30. Okay, I think this one is going to count as the largest piece of the night, and it's mostly because it's a big box. Oh, let me get this up here. So this is a lovely Mikasa set. Oh, and it is 4 martini glasses. Hi, Jonathan. They are, okay, somewhere it says on here. Oh, here we go. On this side, it says that they are 10-ounce martini glasses. They are huge, huge. So let me open this up. Ooh, so you can see that is a big box. And hi, Leanne. Now, it might have been a smaller box if they had alternated these, but they didn't. They lined them up just like this. And I'm going to get my computer moving at the same time also. So the design that is in these is etched. So I'll kind of show you them here so you can see that that design is etched in. And now these have not been out of the box. Or I should say the only time they've been out of the box is to show them. But they have not ever been used. So they've still got their nice bubble wrap. And so here they are in the box. And I'll take one of them out and show you. And these, oops, I keep getting caught on something. There we go. Whew. I'm taking my computer with me each time I turn. Hi, Randy. So here they are. Now, these are big. Like I said, they are 10-ounce martini glasses, and the etching is all on the outside. They do have their Mikasa sticker on them, and these were made in France. And they're really tall also. Let's see. They are 7.5 inches tall. That's right. You can have 4 apple martinis. That is so true. But yeah, it's beautiful. So they are smooth on the inside. All the design is on the outside. And so that is a wonderful set of 4 martini glasses. And yeah, They would make a wonderful gift for someone. And before I wrap them all back up, I'll show them to you one more time so you can see them. And then, yep, I'm going to put the bubble back on them. And wrap them back up. All right, so that is 30 for the set. Right, Leanne, good point. Yes, so you can, each design is different, so you know whose is whose. Exactly. Okay, next up is some art. So I did bring some art this evening. And oops. All right, this is going to start at $25. Okay, and this is a piece that is called Montana Marble. And so it is a piece of marble. And this is etched. The design is etched into it. And then we've got this beautiful frame. This is a piece of, it's kind of velvety. It's a little more velvety than felt back here. I'll get in so you can kind of see that. And so this is a design called, oh, barren ground caribou. And so there are the caribou. They've got those big horns, the mountains behind them, and you can see the coloration of the marble in here. And you can also see here how thick the piece of marble is. And so this is etched. It is etched into the marble, and it comes with the sticker did come off. I can show you. It was right there on the back, but it came off. So it's Washington Mint cultured marble lithograph. And the artist on them, this is John Wells, or John Wills. That's it, John Wills. And this was done in 1979. And it's brown. It is brown. The etching actually has a brownish tone to it. So it's not a black etching. So it is brown. And then, yes, they did use brown fabric on here. So I'm going to see if you can see in the light how there is a little bit of a brownish tinge to the etching. But very nicely detailed. And let me get you a measurement on this. It is, let's see, that's about 13 by about 11 and a half. So the frame is 13 by 11 and a half. And thank you, Lou. And then the marble is 10 by 8. So 10 by 8. Need a better spot for that. Oh, I know. Right. I know. I've been keeping it with it. The whole time I've had this. I've been keeping it with it just to make sure I don't lose that sticker, right? And it does have a hook for hanging right here also. So it is all ready to go. And Lou, when I get your box all ready, it will have everything that you have purchased. So I do combine shipping on everything. You'll get everything combined into the box um, to then save on shipping costs. But I do appreciate that, and we will count that down for Lou. So I'm going to do kind of how I do in the mornings, and I'm just going to say going once, going twice. And that is sold to Lou. Thank you. Move that over there. All right, thank you. Next up, let's see. Okay, so this is oh, thank you, Jan. Thank you. Yes, that was my Halloween costume this year. I decided to do a little something other than my character from the Clue game, but that's always fun. I have not gotten rid of that costume from Clue, so I can absolutely do that again at some point in the future, because that is fun. That is a lot of fun to dress up like the Clue characters. All right, so this is a little different. It is a tea set from East Germany. So it's a little different, and it's kind of fun because now the flowers on here are I will let you know they are transfers. It's not hand painted; they are transfers, and it is a service for 6. So there is a teapot, a cream and sugar, and then 6 teacups and 6 saucers. So it's a big set, but the pieces are small. They're not huge. So let me show you here. So it says it is made in the German Democratic Republic. And I'll show you the variety. This is the covered sugar. Okay, words are going to be hard tonight. I can tell already. And I'll show you the fun variety of flowers that are on here. And what makes this set particularly fun, hi, Erin, is that you get a mix and match variety of the flowers on the cups and saucers. So that is really fun. So I'll show you the saucers. And hi, Karen. So you can see you get different flower combinations in the saucers, which I think is a lot of fun. And I'll show you. So yeah, all of those, almost the same. Almost the same, but different. But yeah, so this set has 6 teacups, 6 saucers. There is all 6 of them. That is the sugar that you saw. Here is the creamer. And my lighting is blasting it out a little bit, but it is really pretty how it has this little design around it. And then you can see you get the variety of flowers right there. And this is all in beautiful condition. And then here is the teapot or the coffee pot. It can go either way. And the flowers are different on each side. So this one has a really pretty variety of flowers. And then this side, a different variety of flowers. And this teapot is not huge, or coffee pot, again, whatever beverage you want to put in there. Hot chocolate, that would work. But it's not super huge. So it's really nice. It doesn't take up a ton of space. And then here are the cups. So again, they're a little bigger than Demitasse, but not much bigger. They're like that, just barely the next size up. So it is a smaller set. And again, you get a little variety of flowers, and they're not all the same flower. So again, very different. So it makes it fun to mix and match all of the different flowers that are on there. And yeah, and then the pot has that same really nice design around the bottom. That I think, oh, that's just a little something. So that came right off. And but yeah, you can see the shape, really nice shape. But you don't find too many East German sets out there. So that is really fun. And so that whole set is $50. And again, that is the pot, the cream and sugar, and the 6 teacups and the 6 saucers. That's true. Well, and sometimes it's just a little easier. You don't want things to necessarily get cold. So you just have smaller portions, and then you can make another pot of coffee or make another pot of tea, and to keep things nice and warm and fresh. But it is a really cute little set, which is just fine. All good. All good. Oh, is Randy retracting again? All right, let me move that out of the way. All right, so that set, again, that whole set is $50. All right, so for those of you that are here, thank you. Thank you for being here with me. I have got one of the item that people have asked the most about, which is the item that usually sits right behind me that you can't see unless I get up for some reason, because I kind of hide it. And that was because I needed to be able to get a suction cup, which I knew I had, but if you guys remember, it was in my laundry room. But back in May, when I had the water damage and I had to empty out my laundry room, I didn't know where the suction cup went. Now, could I have gone to Dollar Tree and gotten a suction cup? Yes. But I found it, and I thought, this is going to be the perfect time to bring this item. And it's really special. Now, this could make a really nice holiday gift for yourself, or this could make a wonderful holiday gift for someone else. Now, the cost on this is going to be a little high, but I think you're going to see why and the fact that this was not an item I got for free. I did have to kind of fight at an auction for this item, but I felt it was spectacular and worth it. So here we go. So what I needed the suction cup for was to be able to remove the piece of glass that was here so that I could get in here, because I could not ship this unless I got rid of the glass. Now, the back piece of glass, that is a little, I'll have to be super careful with it. There is a hanger in the back, and the nails poke in just enough that I can't get that glass out unless I take the nails out, which I might do. I might do for shipping purposes. But here we go. Look at these guys, all made out of clay, hand painted. Now, I do believe this is Napoleon and Josephine. They are on strings, so when you lift the string up, it does lift them up, but I'll give you a little tour of them because their arms are strung on and they do move. And look at the incredible detailing on her dress. And wait until you see her legs. Aren't they spectacular? Yeah, so they are independently moving legs also. Oops, bring your face back over here. So her head is separate from her body. And then her arms and legs are also separate. And oops, I'll show you her legs again. I mean, just incredible detailing on there. And then him also, his hat is amazing. Look at that, even his little wig curls. His arms are separate also, and his legs. And look at the little detailing on his pants. His little shoes. It could be George and Martha Washington also. Very possible. I can't see his wooden teeth, so I'm not 100% sure, but it could be. How about, was Martha? I don't know. Who was a redhead? Who was a redhead? So I don't know. I don't know. I could say if Martha Washington was a redhead, I'd say it's very possible. I actually don't know if Josephine was a redhead, but I will say that that they thought it was Napoleon and Josephine, but that doesn't mean that it is. Or it could just be random people. So here is the back of them. You can see just absolutely beautifully hand painted, gorgeous detailing. It's just awesome. And then look at the little detailing in the hat. And I'll get you measurements on them also so you can know how big. So the box is 8.5 inches across and 7.5 inches tall. The figurines inside are about 5.5 inches tall. Oh, both said to have dark hair. All right. Okay, so it could be just two random people. But yeah, they are really awesome. They are really, really amazing. And I mean, I love the detailing of his, it's even hard to see his coat collar, the way it just sticks out a bit. I love that. And then we've got just even the seam detailing. Their faces are incredible. No, I don't know. I don't know anything about who made them or where they come from or how old they are. I have no idea. And there is nothing in here that I have seen that shows any kind of a signature or initials. Nothing in here to indicate who made them. I'm going to double check one more time and look behind the legs, but no signature, nothing. You know, Poppy, that is another possibility. Hi, Sabrina. Yeah, maybe Marie Antoinette. I don't know. But no, there's no mark, nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, I do notice there is a little, oops, there's a little crack in the glass right back there. I do notice that. And then what I did is I had the suction cup and there's a hole on the top. I'm going to be very careful and tilt that down. You see that line across the top? That is the line that matches up with the grooves on the inside here. And that is where the glass goes and slides down. So when they are on display, you can have the glass on this side, keeps them dust free. Let's move her head back around. Yeah, so they are really spectacular. I thought they were absolutely amazing. And yeah, so they are going to come with a little higher price. Again, just because I did kind of have to fight for them at an auction because I thought they were amazing. Amazing. So yeah, so think about them. This is the first time that I have brought them to a sale. And yeah, that mark on the side, let me I don't know if that is anything. Oh, see, now I haven't been able to see this above here with the lighting. See, that was not evident back here. Ooh, see, I really still can't see that. It looks, nope. Ugh. Let me hold it up here again. Well, I'll say, boy, I don't think it's complete. I don't think it's, maybe it just didn't get indent, you know, whatever they did to stamp it or something all the way. I'll see if I can magnify that up a bit and see if I can see any more into it. But that's hard to read if that is something. And in the regular light that I have been having that you couldn't see that, not till I got my bright lights on it. Hi, Apple. And yeah, I'll see if maybe I can get, if there's like, if it's pressed in, and maybe I can do a little, yeah, a little rubbing on there to try to get that to pop out a little more. Okay. So next up, I have a crystal rose bowl. And it's a really large one. So this is going to start at $50. And it is a very, very large crystal rose bowl. Now it has kind of a lotus flower design, and that is on each side. On that side also. It is a footed bowl, and then it has a design on the bottom. And then it has some like mild etching in between these kind of cut in flower petals. And then here is the inside. It's thick. It's really big. And I'll hold it back here so you can see next to my head. It's still really, really big. Amazingly big. And let's see, it is about 7.5 inches tall and about 6.5 inches wide. So 7.5 by 6.5, and it is crystal. It's got a nice ring to it. And that one is 50. And you can see the feet have a really cute little curly design to them. All right. Here is that. Okay, this next item is going to need a little work to it. It is a lamp. And can I go back to the last item? Yes, Mary Beth, I can, which is the clay people. So I do have a piece of glass that goes in the front here, but I wanted to make sure I could get that piece of glass out before I show them, because they're going to need to be wrapped without the glass for shipping. So they are made out of clay, hand painted, and they are on strings. And they're, well, at least her head is separate. Their arms are separate, and their legs also are separate. Beautifully detailed. They are about 5.5 inches tall, and they are $150. Thank you, Mary Beth. They are amazing. Absolutely amazing. And I'll show you his little pants too, because they are so cute. And then here is their back. So I will wrap them, and I'll send the piece of glass. And so then you'll want to, in that slit across the top, and it's going to match up with these grooves, and just insert the piece of glass in, so that when you display them, then they don't get dusty and they'll stay nice and safe inside the glass. But yeah, they are absolutely amazing. And so this is the piece. If you've ever wondered, or if you've seen me get up at a sale, I've had several people go, "What's that behind you? What's that behind you?" Well, that was what was behind me. And so thank you, Mary Beth. And we are going to count that down. So going once, going twice, and they are sold to Mary Beth. Thank you. Yeah, they are amazing. I have absolutely enjoyed. I mean, every time I go to a sale, there they are. I get to enjoy them. And so now I'm so glad they're going to you and you'll be able to enjoy them. And now I'll have to find something else fun to put there. Okay, so the next item I have is going to need a little work. It is a lamp. And it's going to need rewiring. The wiring in it is extremely old, and I don't know if it works. And it may be just because the wiring is old. But I have never seen let me get this over here. There's the cord. Ooh, come on. There we go. I haven't seen a copper lamp quite like this before. So it's very intriguing. Now I do have 2 screws that I am going to send also, because this piece needs to be screwed in here. But yeah, it is all made out of copper. And then the top just goes on top of a light bulb. So I'll show you. It's just a clip-on top of a light bulb, but there is, and you can see it is like hand hammered. Here is the top. And then that just slips right onto a light bulb. Now the cord on this thing, well, oops, let me get it up here. It's a little on the old side. It's a bit on the ancient side. So this is going to need a little work. But how cool is this base? It is fantastic. All beautifully hand hammered out of copper. And so that is 25. And again, this part, you can see there's 2 holes right there and they line up. I tried to line it up with the screws. I didn't have time to have that much patience. So you will get the 2 screws so you can connect that back again. And even that is copper. They even made that part out of copper. So yeah, super cool. But yeah, it's old. I mean, how old is that, for crying out loud? Look how safe that is. So preferable to spend a little time rewiring this before you use it. But that one is a 25 for the copper lamp. Oops. Okay. There we go. Got it resting comfortably back there. All right, next up, I have got a handbag, a beaded handbag. It is black. And it is a flower design made out of beads. So it has metal up here and a metal handle. There is the handle. There is the clasp. And then when I get in here, you'll be able to see, like, there is the center and there is the flower around it. Like, there is a center and a flower. So a beautiful floral design, beaded handbag. And then here is the bottom, the sides, and then here is the other side. No marking on the inside, but it does have a little flap right here. So there is a little pocket. And the metal on here is, ooh, it's blasting it out. But let me get in close so you can see that beautiful design. And yeah, that is amazing. I was going to check again. Where is that? There's the pocket. Boy, black on black, trying to find a pocket and see. I didn't think there was a tag in here, but I'm double checking one more time. Nope. But it's a good size one. It's not a teeny tiny one. That is a really nice size. So beautiful black beaded handbag. And I mean, look at that detailing with the beads. You can see they use two different kinds of beads to be able to create those flower petals. So pretty. So that one is $30. Okay, I think I've got one Christmas item. And this is a Waterford crystal angel. And could be Sara Lee. Yeah, those could be glass beads that have that little glossier look to them. So this angel is going to start at $18. It is from Waterford. It is the Millennium Angel. This came out in, I think, 1997. And this is the second edition, and it is Generosity. And so you can see she is an angel, and she's going to have that banner across her that says Generosity. She is made in Ireland. And you can't see, but the retail price on this was $44. It's going to come in a red velvet box. It's got the Waterford crystal mark. It's going to come with a red pouch to keep it in, and it's got all the brochures from Waterford Crystal in the back. And so here she is, and you can see she has Generosity on her. And she is about 3.5 inches tall. So lovely detailing. Now she does have the right up there, the Waterford etching on her. And look how clear, ooh, my lighting's right there. There we go. We'll do it like that. But look how clear that crystal is. It is so pretty. Here is her back. And that is $18 for the Waterford Crystal Angel. Okay, I have a vanity tray next. It is contemporary. And oh, Poppy! Poppy is in for the Waterford Crystal Angel. Thank you, Poppy. And we'll count that down. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Poppy. Thank you, Poppy. That is nice. It's going to look so pretty with lights reflecting off of it. It's going to be lovely. So the vanity tray I have is it's contemporary, but it's done in a very classic style. It is by Nicole Miller. Ah, here it is. And it's a good sized vanity tray. So it does have the metal all around. It is footed. And on the back here, it is black velvet. And it does say Nicole Miller Home on it. It has 4 mirrored compartments right here. And then this larger one in the center. Now on the other side, it is divided. So you have a taller section and then 2 other sections. So, mascara, lipsticks, liners, those are going to fit there nicely. And it's a really good size tray also. And it does have little feet that it sits on. And the tray is, that's 12. That's about 14 inches long and 7. So that makes sense. 14 by 7 on this one. So contemporary, but definitely done in a nice classic style. And you'd be able to fit a lot of items on here. And that one is $25 for the vanity tray. Put that there. Okay, next up, I have a carved bowl. And this is also going to start at $25. Now, it is not a huge bowl, but this is a bowl that is signed by Tom Dunlap. And it is yew wood. And this particular cross section of wood is a beautiful selection. So it is darker down the center, and then it has light accents on each side. So a beautiful choice of wood. And there you can see on the inside also that light wood, plus all around the rim is all the light wood. So again, a beautifully selected piece so that the dark area ends right before you get to the rim, so that the rim is able to be all the light color. And this is insanely smooth. It is so smooth that it is hard to believe that it is wood. It doesn't feel like wood at all. It feels like a piece of ceramic that has that satin finish on it. It's amazing. And just again, when you get someone who works with wood and they know how to pick the best like section to make a bowl like this, it's really, really amazing. And then you can see that there's a nice little bottom that's put on there so that when it sits, it's level. It is really perfectly level. They did an amazing job with that shape. And I'll get in here so you can see how beautiful all of those rings are. And you can see the texture of the wood grain. Really nice piece of wood and beautifully worked. And so that one is $25, and that is by Tom Dunlap. Okay. Next is another piece of art. Last week, I had a piece by Elton Bennett that was the School of Fish, the brown fish, that I know some of you mentioned that they were staring into your soul. This is another piece by Elton Bennett, totally different, other than it is at the ocean, because a lot of his work was all about oceans and beaches and the shore, because that's where he lived. He lived on the Oregon coast, the northern Oregon coast, very close to Washington. And so we do find a lot of his art here. It is very popular. And this is a framed piece that is going to start at $40. I think this is going to be 15 by 12 for the frame. Let me double check. Yeah, 15. Yep, the frame is 15 by 12. So $40 on this one. And it is called The Seabird's Cry #1. So The Seabird's Cry #1, and you have a bunch of people who I think are clam digging. And so they are on the shore, and there are the seabirds up there, done nicely in black and white. And you can see like a beautiful sunset. So the print on the inside here should be an 8 by 10. And it's Elton Bennett. And he passed away in 1974. And so, yeah, so all of his work now is what, 50 years old? So 50 years old for all of his work. And I'll get in close so you can see. But yeah, it looks like they are clam diggers in the sand at the shore. And so that one is $40. And let's see, we'll put that one right there. Okay, next I have another tea set. This one is from Japan. It is a teapot, a cream and sugar, and 3 teacups and 3 saucers. But this time I think there are 3 because one of them broke. I think they were at least a set of 4, but I think one of them broke. So I just have 3. Now, the nice thing about this set, which you don't always find with dragonware, is this set is all made by the same company. They all of the pieces have the same stamp on the bottom. And I'll show you the stamp right there. Maruku, I think is the name. So Maruku, made in Japan. I know, Sherry, it's shocking. But this one is dragonware. Now, there is not a geisha in the bottom of this. It is just the dragonware. So that is one of the cups. And there is a really pretty opalescence on the inside. So one of the dragons right there. I will show you the teapot because the teapot is beautiful. So it has black up at the top of the spout that kind of matches that black across the top, little bit on the handle. And there is the dragon. And it is continued on the back. This is in beautiful condition. There is the top. And this one also has the same name on it. But there is the teacup. Here is the sugar. It is a lidded sugar. You can see there's a little bit of blue in here also. And there is the lid. So in beautiful condition. And it is also stamped on the bottom. Here is the creamer. In awesome condition. And then I will show, let's see, there's one. Ooh, I'll do it that way. So here are all 3 of the teacups. And they all have the same marking on the bottom. And oops, here are the saucers. So there's one, there's two, and there is the third one. And that set is $75. Woo. Get some. Okay, I'm moving those pieces so I can make sure I can get what's behind there. Okay, so there is that. Okay, I have a little sterling plate. It is by La Pierre. It is going to start at $20. And let's see, it is 3 inches across. And it does have etching on here that says BPW Secretary, 1956 to 57. And I have no idea what BPW is. But here is the design of the plate. And then on the back is where it says La Pierre Sterling. And then it says, ooh, I'm not sure what that first one is. It looks like it might be 106A. I'll show it again. But it is hard to make out what that first character is. But it might be 106A. And so this is La Pierre Sterling. And it is a 3-inch plate. And it says BPW Secretary, 1956 to 57. So maybe some kind of a club, a fraternal organization. That I am just not sure of. But this is a really cute little sterling plate. And so that is $20. Then I have a glass vase. This is going to start at $15. This is artisan made. It is signed by the artist. And so here is the glass vase. And then I'll show you right here where the sticker is. There we go. There is a signature, and it is dated, and it looks like it's dated 1990. It is hard when you're etching into glass. So this design is not painted onto the glass. These colors are fused into the glass. So it's kind of a yellow leaf design, but you can't feel it on the glass at all. So these little strands of glass to make this coloring and the design are actually fused into the glass. Now, the nice thing about this vase is that it does have extra glass on the bottom, so it is weighted. It does have a heavy base to it, not like horribly, not like crystal or lead crystal or anything, not that heavy. But it does have a weighted base to it, so it's not going to topple over when you put flowers into it. It's not going to go, but you can kind of see, thank you, Sherry. You can kind of see, like right above that little bubble right there is where it comes down to. Let me see if I can, nope, I'll put the ruler in here. So that's the bottom right there, right above that bubble. So you can see it does have a nice layer of glass on the bottom. So it is nice and weighted. But I just think it's beautiful how all of this is glass that is incorporated into the glass. It's really nice and very well made, very even. They did a great job on this. What is the plant that has similar leaves? Oh gosh, what is it? Phila something or other. I can't remember the name of it now, but I want to say it starts Phil, like Phil, something like that. But yeah, thank you, Sherry. And we will count that down for Sherry. So going once, going twice, and sold to Sherry. Thank you. Yeah, you don't get points taken off for creative spelling when when I don't know how to spell it either. All right. I hope everybody's sitting down for this one because you're never going to believe what I have next. Well, it's going to be another tea set. Yeah. This time it's from England. And this tea set is from a time period in the mid 60s when things are starting to get a little mod in England. And so this is a teapot or coffee pot, because it is a tall one, and a creamer and a sugar, and there's a bonus piece with this. So this set is going to start at $35, and it is by Denby. And this is from right around 1966. And look at this. This is like a little piece of modern art. It is so cool. And I love how the bands here are spaced out and then together and spaced out and together. I don't know how they did that, but I am impressed. Now, not the teapot, the creamer, and the sugar are not the pieces that are marked. The bonus piece is actually the one that is marked. But even the top on here, Super mod, very cool. It is in beautiful condition, but no marking on the bottom of this. And it is a nice sized pot. That is really well done. The sugar, very cool. It does have a slot for the spoon. I do not have a spoon for it. There is the inside. There is the bottom. It's in great condition. Now the creamer looks just like the pot with this super cool handle. There is the inside. And again, that kind of matched with the rings, the wider and then the closer together. And then the bonus piece. Oh, good night, Jan. Thank you for joining us. So this is the bonus piece. It is probably part of an oil and vinegar set. Unfortunately, I only have the one piece, but it does have a nice cork. There, it looks like there's a little chip out of the cork. But this is the piece that is marked Denby, made in England. So all 4 pieces, $35. And so, yeah, so this one and the creamer and the pot, all with these super cool handles. It's an awesome set. All right, so that one is $35. Oops. Okay. Okay, I have another vase. This one is also glass. It is going to start at 15. And it is purple. So a beautiful purple glass. And it has a white swirl that runs through it. This one is not artist signed, but it does have a very smooth and polished bottom on it. You can see it might have a little bit of scratching on there from being on its previous surface. This one is 4.5 inches tall. And it's about 4.5 inches wide. So it is a beautiful purple, very deep purple, maybe a bubble or two in there, but a fun swirl. And then the top is kind of flat, but then it kind of curves down inward. And that one is 15. Okay, next up, I have a ceramic butter bell. Oh, it's going to start at 15 also. So it's got a great look to it, kind of a rustic look. Here is the bottom. Now, it may be an A. It might be a 4. I don't very artistic. Here is the top, and then inside there is the portion for your butter. And you can see that was hand thrown and turned on a wheel. It still has the grooves in it. Let me get this up so you can see that one was wheel turned, hand thrown also. It's a good size too. This is a really nice sized one. And it is a good thick pottery too. Let me get a measurement on here. Thank you, Sherry. It is 6 inches around and about 3.5 inches deep. Yeah, it's really nicely done. So good job, A or 4, depending on the artist. I kind of think it's an A. I kind of like it that way as a very artistic A. But yeah, I think they did a beautiful job on this piece. It is lovely. And we'll count that down for Sherry. So going once, going twice, and sold to Sherry. Thank you. Okay, my next item, and or a V. Yes, yes, Edward, you're right. It could be a V also. And hello there, and thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's nice to see you. I have an oil lamp. I'll call it a glass oil lamp, but I don't have any of the parts to it. I just have the glass. So it's one of those glass orb style oil lamps. But if you want to get really creative and kind of think outside the box, because I don't have the wick or the glass insert to hold on to the wick, if you got really creative, you could kind of turn this into an ornament. It does have a flat bottom, so it can sit nicely. But let me get in here and show you. There's the bottom. And so this does have purple glass, bit of an opalescence to it. It's really pretty, nicely done. You can see it's got like this draping design. There are 4 of those. Yeah, there are 4 of them around. Here is the top. So it needs that little piece that sits on top that holds the wick. And I don't have it. I just have this beautiful piece. But again, thinking, okay, you could get creative, get a little piece of metal to, form like a little cross design or something to sit in there, put a ribbon on it, and hang that as an ornament on a tree. That could work also. This is, well, it's a little more than 3.5 inches. Let me see. Is it closer to 4? Yeah, it's about 4 inches. And I'm going to do it this way. And it's about 4 by 4. So it's a pretty good size. I'll hold it back here so you can see how big it is. Yeah, I think it could make a really pretty ornament also. So it does have this little purple part up here, and then this white you can see has a pretty opalescence to it. And I'll show it from the top so you can see how there's like those 4 sections right here that have the purple draping and then the white draping all around, the white on the bottom with just a hint of purple down there. So that one is about 4 by 4 inches, and that is 15. Or if you have parts to an oil lamp and you can find, the right size to go on there and the wick. Thank you, Kathy, and hi there. Yeah, you could easily, use this as an oil lamp. And again, it's got a flat bottom, so it sits really nicely like this. But it's just a beautiful piece of glass. And we've got Kathy for that. Oh, I'm going to count that down for Kathy. Going once, going twice, and there it is, sold to Kathy. Thank you. Okay. This next one is a teapot. But this time it is made with Alaskan clay. And Alaskan clay is beautiful. So this is almost going to look like a glaze that is put on these. I have a teapot and a creamer. I don't have a sugar. I have a teapot and a creamer. But this is going to look like some really cool glaze that they put on here. But this is the clay itself. This is Alaskan clay. It's usually from the Sitka area, but there are other areas in Alaska. Like this particular one, it's really hard to see. It's such an old sticker on the bottom. It is really hard to read. But this one, where is it? This one is from, what is it? Clam Gulch, something like that. I think it's Clam Gulch, Alaska. Can I get it in the light just right? Oops. Yeah, I think it's Clam Gulch. The creamer, which you can see is just ever so slightly more red, but isn't that beautiful? And again, all natural with the clay. And so this one says Alaska clay B. Ooh, I can't quite read that. By Carol? Maybe it's by Carol. So yeah, so it is just fantastic, the clay that they use and the way that they are able to work with it and create these beautiful pieces and still have the natural beauty of the clay come through as a part of the design. It's really fantastic and such a beautiful piece. So this one is the teapot and it is in beautiful condition. Now, this is an older piece because it's got that very faded sticker on it. It's a really nice old piece. Here is the lid, which is in great condition. And you're going to get that and the creamer, and that is $20 for the set. Let's see. Let me put that here. I have to be able to get to my other pieces too. I've got a lot up here on the counter. Ooh, I cannot get to that piece. There we go. Oh, Apple, are you really? Ooh, I know. Isn't that one a shocking episode? Oh, that one is a shocking one. No, Mike, you're close. You're close. Let me put, it's just Sandy and Otto at Comcast.net. So it's Sandy and Otto at Comcast.net. I'm just making sure I got it in there right. There you go. I just put it in the chat for you. Oops, I'm moving over this direction a little too much. Let me get me back over here again. Okay. I have a martini shaker. There is a problem with the martini shaker in that I can't get the cap off. Now, I have tried the hot water. I have tried the WD-40. The problem is that it's crooked and I don't have enough strength to get it off. Everything else about this martini shaker is outstanding. But I do not have the strength to get the cap off because it's crooked. I have a feeling it's been that way for a very, very long time. But this is an atomic starburst martini shaker. The glass is in beautiful condition. There isn't a flea bite on here at all. And when you look at the inside here, that is in really nice condition. So I have a feeling that maybe this was used once, the lid got on crooked, and it's never been used again. But I will show you here, thank you, Puggle Mom, that it is, oh, I don't even know if you'll be able to see the difference, the very subtle difference. Let me see if I can get it to a point. Well, here you can kind of see it's higher here and it's a little lower down there. So it's on crooked. It just needs somebody who's strong with a good like gripper, you know, a rubber gripper or something that can just like pop it off. But this is in it is in such beautiful condition. Absolutely gorgeous. And look at those beautiful atomic starbursts on here. This is a really, really nice one. And yeah, not a flea bite or anything on here. It is great. It is really great. And yeah, it's a really good fit on there. Do your little martini shaken once you get that taken care of. So absolutely fantastic. There is the bottom. And thank you, Puggle Mom. And we will count that down. Oh, Trina is in. Thank you, Trina. I see you at 19. And we'll see if Puggle Mom would like to come in at 20 or higher. And yeah, it's a shame. I was really hoping that I would be able to, work it a bit and loosen it up, but I'll admit it, I don't have a lot of strength in my hands. I've spent a lot of time typing on the keyboard for, employment, and I really believe that's one of the things that the keyboard does is you have dexterity, but you don't have strength in your hand. And I just don't have the strength. And we've got Puggle Mom at 24 and Trina at 25. I know it's such a shame to not have strength in your hands to be able to do, some of these things. There. But yeah, it is in such beautiful condition. And thank you, Puggle Mom. And we will count that down for Trina. Going once. Going twice. And sold to Trina. Thank you. Okay, actually, I have another Christmas item. I did forget that I had a picture that is also a Christmas item. This one is going to start at 15. And there's Joe making an appearance. Let's see. There he is. Hi, Joe. Hello, Joe. How you doing? And it is Santa. So this is a home interiors Santa. Santa's working hard. That looks like some really nasty weather for poor Santa and his little donkey to deliver all those packages and a really pretty wreath. It is signed by the artist, let's see, Peggy Abrams. Peggy Abrams. And thank you, Sherry. And this does have the home interiors on the back, but isn't that beautiful with the wood and then the green and the burgundy to really pick up on the green and burgundy color in the picture. I am going to check, Mike. Let me see. Oh, I think so. I think so, Mike. Yep. It worked. Thank you, Mike. And this measures, let's see. That is, I think it's 13 and a half by 13 and a half. And the picture on the inside is 8 by 8. So absolutely beautiful Santa, working hard in that snow. And we will count that down for Sherry. So going once, going twice, and sold to Sherry. Thank you, Sherry. And okay, my next item is also going to start at 15. And it is a piece of carnival glass by Imperial. And it is a smaller size pitcher. So they do make a pitcher bigger than this, Imperial does. But this is the smaller size, like if you're wanting to have milk at the table for breakfast and you don't want it just in the carton, you can have it in this beautiful carnival glass pitcher. The base color on this is green. So here is the bottom, and it does have the Imperial glass mark right in the center there. And it is green on the inside. And this very, very thick carnival coating on the outside. You can see there's lots of like a goldish color, purple, a little bit of red. It's amazing. It doesn't even look green hardly at all on the outside. The coating is very thick. Imperial does use a very, very thick carnival coating. Plus the design here is beautiful, 3D design. And the picture is, let's see, I'll measure it towards the back here where it levels off. That is about 5 1/4 inches tall. And it's about 3 1/2 inches across. So beautiful carnival glass, green on the inside, and this super rich carnival coating on the outside. So that one is $15. Okay, I'm doing a quick survey. I think this upcoming is going to be my last teapot of the night. That's what happens when you do the closet clean out. Yep, you bring out all the teapots. All right, this one is from Japan. And this time we're into kind of the 1930s lusterware. And this set is going to start at $22 because there is a slight flaw with the sugar. And I'm going to start with the sugar and show you the flaw. This design is outstanding. Look how beautiful that is with like a sunset and the pagoda, like Mount Fuji in the background. But you can already see, here is the flaw. So there is a stress crack. It looks like a stress crack, like maybe it fell and it broke right there. I don't see or feel glue on here at all. So I think it is just a stress crack, but here it is on the inside of the sugar. So just so you're aware that there is the cracking in here, but it doesn't seem like it broke. It just seems like it cracked right there. But all three pieces have this beautiful pagoda, the trees, the sunset over the mountain. It is lovely. And this is by, Chicaramak. Chicaramak, hand painted, made in Japan. And so that is the double handle lidded sugar. And then here is the teapot. So again, beautiful sunset colors, the pagoda, the mountain. Here is the inside. The teapot is in beautiful condition. And here is the creamer. Same design, absolutely beautiful. So that is $22 for the 3-piece set. And then just a reminder that there is a stress crack, probably from being dropped, but it doesn't feel like a repair. It just looks like a crack right there. Since most of these pieces, since they are getting closer to being, 90 to 100 years old, they're more for just display purposes than for actually using. So not everyone is going to be using the sugar for sugar. Oops, that one. Okay. All right. Now, today I ran out of time and I was not able to do a little movie on my next piece. I'm going to grab a little. There we go. I didn't get to do a movie. This is a chimney for a lamp. Oh, nice, Mike. Nice. So this is an amberina. It is flash, but the flash does have that amberina glow to it. And I'm going to see if I can get it to show a bit on here. I know it's going to be hard, and I am sorry I didn't have time to do a little movie on this one. Let me see if I can. Nope, not that way. But it does get that. Oh, let me highlight that. Sorry. It does get that kind of amberina cloudiness to it, and that little bit of a yellowish glow in the cloudiness. So I am sorry that just isn't quite showing up. That's one of those things. If nobody is interested in this piece, then the next time I bring it to a sale, I will try to make some time for it. The only bit I see is kind of towards this bottom section here where, it would have gone in and out of the, like the holder for it, where you can see just a little bit of paint loss. But the rest of this looks in great condition. So if you are in need of a chimney for a lamp, let me get you the measurement here so you can measure to see if this is going to fit. The opening is 2 3/4 inches across. From end to end, the outside end to end, that is 3 inches, but the inside is 2 3/4 inches. So, well, I guess if you're putting that down on something, you'd need to know. So 3 inches across, 3 inches across on that one, and it is about 8 3/4 inches tall. And then it does have a really pretty amberina glow to it. There you can kind of see a little bit of that yellow coming through just on my lighting right there. So that one, 3 inches across, and a beautiful glass chimney for a lamp. And that is $20. Put that down there. All right. What are we doing? Oh, okay. Another piece of art. Let's see. Can I get the pottery artisan made? Oh, is that this one, Sherry? Let's see. I think so, because I had the Japanese teapot, the East German. This one is from England. Okay, yes, that one. All right. Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, that's an amazing set. I'm going to just move that back a little bit. And thank you. I've got your name. Ooh, there we go. Got your name on that one. Thank you, Sherry. All right. This is a really interesting piece. I've had this picture before, and it's the story behind the picture is even more impressive than the picture itself. So this one is by an artist named Simon Glicklish. It's a horrible name. Glicklish. Glucklich. So Glicklish. And let me get this up here. So here is the beautiful work of art. So this is his daughter. So the artist painted his daughter listening to the bird singing in the tree. Now, the amazing part of the story about the painting is that his daughter was blind. And so she was listening. So she wasn't watching the bird. She was listening to the bird. And you can see that there are some beautiful, like, birch trees there. And look at her beautiful dress. So cute. Now, this particular print, well, this is really old. This one is just about 90 years old. So 90 years old. And the reason I know that is because there is a note written on the back here, and it is dated 1939. So you can see this was professionally framed. And the inscription, so it was given as a graduation gift in 1935. So this particular version of the print is almost 90 years old. It probably was, who knows? It was probably done 90 years ago, then framed, then given as a gift. So yeah, so a 90-year-old print. I'll get you a measurement on this. Hello, Vanessa. Nice to see you. And let me see if I can measure this. Let's see, that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So it's almost 18 inches by, what is that, 13 and a half or so? So 18 by 13 and a half from 1935. And it is the beautiful girl listening to the songbird. But yeah, the artist painted his daughter, who was blind. And so she is listening to the songbird. So absolutely beautiful story behind the picture. And thank you, Vanessa. Yeah, it's a really, really lovely picture. And I think it is called Spring Song is the name of the picture. And yeah, I just love this. But this one having the inscription behind and dating it. No, it's a print. It's a print. It is a very popular print. It's not like there's an overabundance, but to find the older versions of these, it's really, really nice to find this one that is, 90 years old. It's really nice to find the older ones on this. But yeah, it is a print. It is professionally framed. And then it is dated as a graduation gift, 1935. So it is 90 years old. It's really fantastic. And thank you so much, Vanessa. And we will count that down. So going once, going twice, and sold to Vanessa. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I'm making crazy notes on my sheet. All right. Next up is a vase. And this is signed and dated by the artist. This is going to start at $22. And I'm going to show you the artist first. So this is Judith Stiles, and it is dated 1988. And Judith Stiles is a very well-known ceramic artist. If you look up her name, you will find several pieces by her. Yeah, she is very popular. And so this is 1988, and it's kind of hard to believe that this is a ceramic piece. It is a thin ceramic piece. So it's not thick. Excuse me, getting a little dry spot in my throat. And it is kind of big, but it's a beautiful vase. It'll pass. It'll pass. So great design on here. You can see it looks like she did a little hand painting, maybe some airbrushing on here. So it's got a little blue on the top, blue around the middle. And this one is, let's see if I can get a measurement on this one. Looks to be about 9 inches across and about 9 inches tall. There you go. So 9 by 9 on this one. And this one is $22. And you can go down a really fun rabbit hole. Again, looking up the artist name, Judith Stiles, Stiles. She does really, really nice work. And so that one is 22. Okay, stay there. Okay, I've got a glass vase next. It's a bud vase. This is going to start at $12. And this one is the Swedish version of this style where you have the controlled bubbles on the bottom, and then you have the bud vase on the top. This one is almost 10 inches tall. So just a little short of 10 inches. And it's a very smoky color. But I'll get in here so you can see all of the controlled bubbles. They lined them up pretty nicely in here. And then the bottom is nice and smooth. There is a little round inner circle. There you go, where that pontil was. And then they smoothed it out so it has a nice flat surface. So it's not wobbly at all when it's sitting on a counter. So there are the beautiful controlled bubbles that are in the base. So about 10 inches tall. And that one's got a beautiful smoky colored base to it. All right, let's move that and move that. All right, what is next? Okay. Oh, that was one thing I was going to look up. Oh, there is an A in there. Okay. A. Now, I am not going to be able to pronounce this very well. I can't remember. I don't do Spanish very often, but I happen to have two Mexican pottery masks. And they are the... Oh, now I can't remember how to pronounce it. I'm going to put it into the chat, and I know you guys are all going to pronounce it in your heads. And I think that's how you spell it. Is that how? Nope, there's an A on the end. A. There's an A on the end. That's it. I'll try it again. But I am not good with Spanish, and so I don't do that well. It is the black clay Mexican pottery. And I've got two masks. They are going to start at Wahoka. Is that close? Wahoka? I'm trying. They're going to start at $15 each. I'm going to show one and then I'm going to show the next one. I know you guys pronounce it in your house. It's going to sound so much better than having me say it. Oh, it's going to sound so much better. But here is the first one. So this is kind of reminds me of the Greek tragedy mask, the drama mask that is tragedy. That's what this kind of reminds me of. But this is made out of clay. It is fantastic, beautiful, smooth. It does have a hook here for hanging. So you can hang that on the wall. And it is pretty life size. So yeah, it's pretty much actual size. A new look for me. Let me get my ruler here. It measures almost 8 inches by about 7.5 inches. So a really fun mask, and you can see it's got some depth to it. So if you're going to hang that on the wall, that is going to look really cool. And that is the Black Mexican pottery mask. And the next one I have, let's see, it's a little more like a warrior. And this one is marked on the back. And oh, I'm sorry, Trina. This one's not quite like a mask because it's a side view. But you can see the beautiful like helmet that he's wearing and some really neat details with all the little like holes that they put here. Really great detailing on this one. This one doesn't really have a strap or a hook or anything for hanging. So you might just want to like line a nail up here to hang it. But that one is going to be $15. Also, beautiful Black Mexican pottery. Let's see. Let's do that. Okay. All right. Next, I have some coasters. And these are coasters that come with a caddy. They are going to start at $12. Now, because they are glass, and because they were probably used at parties, there are a couple of flea bites around the edges of these. But look at this fun caddy that these coasters come in. It is a set of 6 coasters, and they have the fleur-de-lis pattern. And I didn't notice like any chips on them, but I can feel like just a few flea bites. I'm going to say maybe this was the party house, and maybe as people had a couple of drinks in them and tried to line them up with the coasters, that maybe they hit the rim instead of getting it right in there, and there might be a couple of flea bites on these pieces. So a really fun coaster set, and I love the caddy that these came in. That is so fun. And so they are $12 for the set. And thank you, Sherry. I see you in. But yeah, isn't this fun to have like a barware set up? And then you've got like the caddy with the coasters. I just think it is kind of a mid-century Mad Men kind of cool vibe to them. And we'll count that down for Sherry. So going once, going twice, and sold to Sherry. Thank you. Okay, I've got some clear glass, and this is the candle wick pattern. And what I have is a set of 6 of these little dessert cups. And so this down here is the candle wick pattern, where it has all of these little glass balls on the end. So I have a set of 6 of these. Now, I know a set of 6 is a lot. But if somebody wants all 6 of them, you can have them for $15. So $15 for all 6 of them. And they are in beautiful condition. These do not have flea bites or anything. They are amazing. So absolutely beautiful with the candle wick pattern. Now, if nobody wants all 6 of them, but you would like a pair of them, then they are going to be $6 for a pair. So it's $15 for all 6, or $6 for a pair. So a really nice size, and I'll get a measurement on these. They are 3.5 inches tall and about 3 3/4 inches wide for the opening. So not huge, just a nice little dessert size. Nice if you're going to make some chocolate mousse. So $15 for all 6, or they are $6 for the pair. All right, so we'll let you think about those. And I need to do just a little rearranging here. Let's see. Let's move that and that and that. Okay. Oops. There. All right. So I realize now that I did tell a little fib saying that that was my last teapot set. I actually have another teapot set down here. It's a mini, itty bitty. Now I thought, and I wasn't sure if the sugar on this one had a lid. I don't think it does. I don't think it had a lid because I had a bag that I thought, oh, okay, if I had a lid, it fell in the bag. I've been through the bag. There is no lid. So I think there is just one lid with the set and it goes on the teapot. And hi, Josie's Place, and welcome. So this set, I don't know if this is official Dumbo. Oh, I have a feeling it was in here all along. Okay, so the sugar has a lid. Skip everything. Pretend I didn't say anything. I said nothing. All right. Oh my gosh. All right. So I don't know if this is Dumbo. It does not say Disney on here at all. I don't know if this is an officially licensed, probably not, Dumbo, or if he's just a really cute Dumbo-like elephant. All right, maybe that. But I have the teapot. Oh my goodness. I have the sugar. It has a lid. I have a feeling it was in the teapot all along. But there is the sugar. I have a creamer. There is the creamer. I have 4 cups. There's 1. I'll get out the other 3. 2, 3, and 4. And I have 4 plates. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this set includes 4 plates, 4 cups, the teapot, the creamer, and the lidded sugar. So you are going to get all of that. So again, there are 4 plates. There are 4 cups. And the creamer, the sugar, and the teapot. And now they're all in the baggie together. So that is $12 for the set. Oh, Aaron. I know, those would be some big ears, wouldn't they? Oh my goodness. Okay, I have another black beaded handbag. So I had one at the beginning of the sale. That was a kind of a floral, like a flower design. This one looks more like a shell. And it is going to start at $15. All right. So this one has a very long metal handle or strap, a long metal strap. Oops, let me get that inside in there. I don't think this one has, nope, no tag on this one. It does have a nice black interior. And if you wanted to, I think you can, yeah, you can tuck, oops, you can tuck the handle in here if you wanted to use this as a clutch instead. At least I thought so. Oh, yep. And so this is more of like a shell shape. Beautiful beaded. And this one has, there is the top, and it does have the very long strap. There. And so that one is $15. And Sherry is in for that one. Thank you, Sherry. It is such a pretty design, and it is beaded all over. And we will count that down for Sherry. Yeah, I do tend to keep things like that in plastic just because I don't want the cats to be tempted by any part of that and play with it. It's like they know there are things that are off limits to them. And, you know, for the most part, I have to say these cats are really well behaved. There's only been a couple of accidents with items. So for as cluttered as this house has been, especially this year with the water damage and moving everything, and the downstairs has been kind of a disaster all year, they have been so well behaved. It's amazing. So going once, going twice, and sold to Sherry. Thank you. All right, I have got a Fostoria glass piece next. It is going to start at $15. And it is the American pattern, which is this really beautiful cubed pattern. Now, this piece of glass is a little heavy. Fostoria was not skimpy with the glass. They liked glass, they used glass, and they made very thick glass. So this piece does have some weight to it. It's got a beautiful edge that follows the cube design, and this is a 3-section server. It is all smooth on the inside. So that cube design is all on the outside. And this particular pattern, this Fostoria American pattern, if you ever want to get a set of everything you can possibly think of in the same pattern so that things are very matchy-matchy, this is one of the best patterns that you can get because it's got the serving pieces, it's got glasses, it's got, you know, your salt and pepper shakers, cream and sugars and everything with that. All these serving pieces, it's got vases, and I mean, everything. I think oil lamps, and it's like everything to decorate your house. every piece you can think of comes in this pattern. It's amazing. I also have a big 3-footed bowl in this pattern also available. But this is just beautiful. And it's nice and thick. It's awesome. They do a fairy lamp in this. Home Co. also does a fairy lamp very similar to this, but the Fostoria one is a little thicker glass than Home Co. This one is about 10.5 inches long, and it's about 7.5 inches wide. So this one by Fostoria American, and that is $15. Well, let's see. I'm going to have to put that right there. Okay, next, I have a bowl. This is a pottery bowl from Tunisia. And it is going to start at $15. If you have a boho vibe going on in your house, or maybe just in your kitchen, or you know somebody who's got a boho vibe going on, this is an outstanding pattern. It's kind of like a teal, maybe aqua blue color. It's got some blue and purple in there. And it's not a deep bowl. Look at that beautiful blue rim. This one is marked. I have another piece. It is a plate. It is not marked, but this one is marked. It's from Tunisia. It is hand-painted stoneware. It is food, dishwasher, oven, and microwave safe. And the bowl is just over 9, well, just about 9 inches. So 9 inches for the bowl. I'll hold it back here. Isn't that gorgeous? That pattern is so cool. And so that one is $15. And while you're thinking of that one, I'll show you the plate also. So here is the plate. Isn't that a fun set? So this one, it's a little, the purple is just ever so slightly redder than this one, but still, they look awesome together. So if you're thinking of one, I wanted to show the other one also. This is a 10-inch plate. So very nicely made, very thick. Oh, do you, Sherry? Nice. It's a beautiful pattern. It's so well done. And so that is 15 and 15 for the bowl and the plate. So 15 each on those. Let's see if I can get those to stay there for a second. Okay, stay. All right, there's that and that. Okay, one more piece of art for tonight. And well, guess what? It's kind of Christmassy. Doesn't have to be Christmassy. It just has peppermints. And peppermints are kind of Christmassy. Okay, this one is not framed. And it is going to start at $12. This one is a print that the artist made. So it does have a certificate of authenticity. It is called Peppermint Land. It's from 1999. The artist is Jamie Olson, and this is number 2 of 300. And here it is. This is Peppermint Land. So we've got some angels. We've got some peppermint, a peppermint unicorn and zebra. And there's even a little peppermint frog down here. So I'll get in closer so you can see the pretty detailing on the angels and the zebra. There is the unicorn with his peppermint horn. And the other angel. Thank you, Trina. It's so fun. So, I mean, even though it's all red and white, it's so colorful. The way it's done. I love it. And I love how it's framed out with peppermint in the center there. That is so cool. So thank you, Trina. And this is 14 by 11. So very, very easy to frame this. Nice standard size, 14 by 11. And I will count that down for Trina. Oops. Put you there. So going once, going twice, and sold to Trina. Thank you. All right, so next I have a set of 3 plates, and I'm going to sell them together as a set of 3. They are going to start at $15. And I'll show you the back here. They are by Villeroy and Bach, and they are Heinrich. And this is a Russian fairy tale, and the fairy tale is the Snow Maiden. And you can see they have a hook for hanging if you want to hang them. Each of the 3 plates has a different border pattern, which is absolutely gorgeous. And so we have a scene from the Snow Maiden. Now, one of these days, I'm going to have to read the tale so I know what is going on in these scenes. So here is the second one, and you can see it does have a different border around it, but very nicely detailed. And then on the last one, we do have the Snow Maiden. And here is the beautiful edging on the plate. And she is beautiful. So all 3 plates, $15. And I'll show them like this so you can see the beautiful border, how it's different but very complementary to each other. And so all of those are $15. Okay, next up, I have a set of 4, but the 4th one has some scratching issues on it. So I'm kind of considering this like, I'm pricing this like a set of 3. So they are also going to be 3 for $15. And this is a plate that's by Wedgwood. So let me show that. So this is Wedgwood out of England. And this is an older plate, so you can see it does have some crazing to it. And here is the pattern. And it has a pink background. All of these have a pink background. And they all have the same design. And they all have some crazing. So that is the first plate. Here is the second plate. Here is the third. And then on the 4th one, I'll show you the little bit of scratching that is on the 4th one. So a little bit right here. So a little bit of scratching right there in the design. And that's why they're priced at $15. So you will get all 4 of them for $15. And so this one actually looks like it's a different run from the original one. All right. There is that. Okay. Oops. Ooh, that was hard to grab. All right, this next item is going to start at $10. And it is a large shell. This is an old shell. It's got some age, it's got some wear on it, but this shell has also been written on the inside. And it starts pretty high, although it is really hard to see. And it looks like several people have written in here because the handwriting is a little different as you work your way through it. And I can't quite read. Some of it seems like it might be poetry. Some of it might just be a little note. But it is a little hard to read some of it. I think just because of the age and the ink has started to fade a bit. Like down here, it is a little harder to read. But it is really interesting that you get kind of, a little story here written on a shell. And so that one is $10 for that shell. And this is a big shell. It is 7 inches by about 5 inches. So 7 by 5 on that shell. So it's big. So that one is $10. Okay, I have another shell. And This one is also going to start at $10. And this one is a beautiful spiral shell. It does have a really pretty opalescence to it. And this one is also quite large. It's a really big one. Good night, Erin. Let's see. I'm going to measure it over here. So it's about 4 inches. Let me see if that one. Yeah, so about 4 inches tall. And the base is also about 4 inches. So here is the base. There is the inside. So it's about 4 inches across and 4 inches tall. And I'll hold it back here by my head so you can see how big that is. And that one's got a beautiful opalescence to it. Thank you, Kathy. Yeah, it is a really pretty one. And it's just amazing. Amazing the time and work that went into creating this and how we get to enjoy it and enjoy its beauty. And I will count that down for Kathy. Going once, going twice. And sold to Kathy. Thank you. Oh, you don't have one like that. Oh, well, then that is awesome. Let's see. Oh, we'll put that right there. Okay, I have next an Orifers from Sweden vase. So this is a crystal vase. And it is going to start at $20. And here it is. So it's got a nice fluted top. It does have an extra band here around the bottom to give it a nice and sturdy base to stand on. Right, where is it? Right up here. It does say Orifers, which is Orrefors. And that is a Swedish company. And there's some more etching around the top up here. And then there's etching there. To which a lot of times they do have numbers and everything for that. And this crystal got a really nice ring to it. And it is 6.5 inches tall. And at its widest, it's about 7. It's just a smidge more than 7 inches across here for its opening. Here, I'll hold it like that so you can see how big it is and how tall it is. But a beautiful Orifers crystal vase. These are nice. Yeah, so if you get a chance to find an Orifers kind of out in the wild, take a look at it. They're very well made, and the I guess non-coloring of them is really pretty. Just the clear look, absolutely beautiful on those. All right, next I have an Italian silver plated cake server. And this is going to start at $10. It's a nice ornate one. So it's got the, blinding people with this thing. It's got a fancy handle. It's got a beautiful design, and then it does have serrated edges on there so you can cut the cake and serve the cake. On the back, you can also see the pattern. And then down here, let's see, right there, it does say silver plated and Italy on the back. And it's a nice size. So probably someone's wedding. And that was probably saved from the wedding. So $10 for the Italian silver plated cake server. Okay, then also for $10, I have a very vintage fan. So you can see how it is strung on both sides. And then it has little metal down here. Let me see which is this is the print side. So it has been used, and it is kind of right on the edge of being able to be kind of saveable, because the seams are getting a little thin on this piece. They're kind of stretched out to the max here, but it's a beautiful pattern, and this is paper. So that's one of the reasons why there's so much wear on this, because it is paper. So that does make it a little harder, to preserve them. But you can see, you can tell the age from it, just the way that it is stitched on there. And it's such a beautiful pattern. And this side, yeah, the wear is starting to show on that side right there. But a piece that still could be very nicely displayed and enjoyed. So that one is $10 for the frame, or for the fan that could be framed to help preserve it. There we go. Okay. I know it's going to be really, really, really hard to believe, but I do not have hardly any teacups and saucers. But I do have one more pair. I think I still have the black pair, or the black teacup and saucer. I think I still have that one. And I think this one, and I think that's it. That is it. Now, did I just pick up some in my new stash? Yeah, I think I might have. But we'll take a look at this one, because this is a lovely set that is from Japan. It's not marked with a company. It's just made in Japan. And it is a mint green, light mint green. And it has the lovely rose pattern on each side. And then we've got 3 roses, or 3 rose patterns with some gold dusting on there. This one is also marked made in Japan. So $10. Hi, Barb. And this one is also green on the inside. I did not show that. So it is green on the inside. And yep, you get the little bonus flower on the inside. Beautiful gold handle, but I love the little bit of dusting of gold and then that nice bold gold pedestal. So beautiful teacup and saucer. And we'll count that down for Barb. Thank you, Barb. So going once, going twice, and sold to Barb. Thank you. All right, my next item is also, yes, Randy, the saucer was also mint green on that one. This next piece, I believe, is for sake. I don't think so. I don't think so, Apple. Although it's been a little while since I've seen them, and I can't remember 100%. But it doesn't ring a bell. And then, of course, seeing Apple pop in reminded me to put on my green apple chapstick. And he would do, I don't, I honestly don't remember. I'm so sorry. I don't remember. I know that some of them are Royal Albert. Because I specifically was like, oh, Royal Albert, I'm on it. I love Royal Albert. But the others I don't remember. So I am sorry about that. This next one is going to start at $10. And it is a little pottery piece. And I think that this is a sake warmer. I do think that this is made in Japan. And I think that this is, you'd warm your sake in it. And then you would serve it. Or you would pour it into another, sake server. But I do believe that this one is for heating sake. It is little. It is beautifully made. You can see the shape of the spout, absolutely gorgeous. And there is the inside and the lid. And so a beautiful pot. And I do think that this is made in Japan, and it is for heating sake. And so that one is $10. Okay, then we're going to do an $8 start. And I have a single candle holder. I do not have the other one. He's just all by himself here. But this is a beautiful ornate candle holder. Now the top right here is done in ivory, as is the outside of the handle, and then the rest of this is done in white. Kind of reminds me of something like Mozart. Like Mozart would be having this, a candle burning in this while he was composing, just something fancy like that. There is a little bit of a mark on the back, little bit of one. But it's a really good sized candle holder, and it is just gorgeous. So beautiful flowers on here, amazing design. And that one being a single is just $8. All right. And then I have a piece that's also going to start at $8 that has a slight flaw on it. It's not on the front side. So you have this beautiful tree-shaped server. It is done with a kind of brown and red speckle pattern. I'll show that. And then I'll show the flaw, which is on the underside right here. It does have a chip. There we go. It's got a chip right there. But on this side, you really don't see it. And this one is a, what does this say? I think this is Atlantic. I think it's an Atlantic mold. Ooh, that's hard to see. Yep, right in there. An Atlantic mold. So this really cool mid-century tree serving dish where you could put your different nuts, different pickles, different kinds of olives for serving. And that one is just $8 because of the chip on the underside. All right. Well, I know it's going to be hard to believe, but we just went through 50 items. Amazing. So we are going to go ahead and do the speed round. So I'm going to grab a little more beverage. All right. I am moved myself way too far over here. There we go. Bring myself back. Oh, all right. So here we go. Starting back at the beginning, and we're going to do the speed round. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. So up first is the Japanese tea set. So it's a very cool Japanese pot, a teapot. It is signed by the artist. So there is the artist right there. And you're going to get the teapot and 5 cups. So the teapot and 5 cups, and this is a $25, and it is number 1. So $25, number 1 for the teapot, the Japanese teapot. The Tonala Mexican pottery man in the moon. This is a ceramic orb. The design on here is so cool. It is signed A. Ortiz, Mexico on the back, and there is the man on the moon. You're also going to get a little stand to put that on for displaying. And this is $30, number 2. $30, number 2. The martini glass set. These are the large 10-ounce glasses. This is by Mikasa. This set is at least 20 years old, and it has never been out of the box, only for displaying. Each one is etched, and they are etched on the outside. These are big martini glasses. They're cool. This is $30, number 3. $30, number 3 for the martini glasses. Okay, I have, oops, stay there. The East German tea set. So this one is from East Germany, and you are going to get, this one is $50, and it is number 5. $50, number 5. It is a service for 6. So you're going to get the teapot. There is the teapot. You're going to get the sugar and the creamer. And 6 saucers. And the saucers have varying flowers on them. So no 2 saucers are alike. And actually, no 2 teacups are alike because the flowers vary on the teacups also. So they are smaller, just a little bigger than a demitasse size for espresso. And so that is a set of 6. 6 teacups, 6 saucers, teapot, cream, and sugar. And that is $50 for the set. And they are from East Germany. The crystal rose bowl. Woo. So this is a big, thick crystal rose bowl. Got a nice crystal ring. It is footed. It's a big size. It has like a lotus flower on it. This is $50, number 7. $50, number 7 for the rose bowl that I am very carefully putting down. Oh no, Jan, do you think you had, well, I don't think you can. Although I do need to go back in here and blue some people, which I haven't done for a little bit. Let me check. But oops. But let's see. Oh, Vanessa. Uh-oh. Sorry, Vanessa. I should have. Let's see. Let me make you blue so that won't happen again. That's one of the reasons why I try to every once in a while go in here and make sure that I'm making people blue. If you notice that you're in the chat and you're not blue, say something so that then I can click on you and make you blue. Let's see. Oh, the copper lamp. That's next. So this is $25. And it is stuck on something. What are you stuck on? There we go. So this is a copper lamp. It probably needs rewiring. This thing is old. Look how old that is. Let's see. The lamp is $25 and it is number 8. $25 and it is number 8. Hi, PC. Nice to see you. So the blue means that you are a moderator. And when people are moderators, they are able to, say we get somebody in the chat and they're saying weird things that don't quite fit or maybe aren't appropriate. You're able to kind of block them. If we ever get someone in who maybe says things that are offensive, you can report them to YouTube. You can block them from the channel. But when you are blue, you can't be timed out except by me or someone else who is a higher level moderator. Then they can moderate the moderators. But there are times when people accidentally hit the wrong things on their phone, or they do a whoopsie, and sometimes people get reported. Sometimes people accidentally get blocked out. Sometimes they're timed out for a while. But that doesn't happen when someone is a moderator. So it kind of helps with that. Plus, what's also nice about that is that you are able to click on someone's comment when you're blue. You can click on someone's comment, and one of the options is go to their channel. So say you're like, oh, Trina, excellent. I like Trina. Maybe she's putting out some videos. Maybe I want to see, what's going on her YouTube channel. Well, you can click on Trina, go to her channel, and subscribe. So it makes it really easy to then support other people on YouTube. Okay, so that was the copper lamp. It needs wiring. But that was $25, number 8. And yeah, I think people are green if they're members, and I think even if they're moderators, they stay green when they're members. I think so. Okay, I have, oops, stay there. I have this beaded handbag. Yeah, we've had trouble on and off with bots that come in and put like links to channels and things. Or sometimes people are just bored and they'll come into the chat and they'll say who knows what. You know, you never know what people are going to say. So it helps. One, that's why you kind of have to be subscribed in order to talk in the chat. And two, why we make people wait to speak in the chat after they've subscribed, because people who are trolling, well, they're busy. They don't have time to wait to be able to chat. But sometimes people do. They'll wait and then they'll put weird things in the chat. But that's kind of why we do it. One, subscribers keeps away a lot of the bots. Two, making people wait keeps away some of the trolls. Three, when people come into the chat and they see nothing but moderators, they're usually out of there, because they know if they do anything in the chat, someone's going to jump on it really quick and they're going to get kicked out of the chat. So yeah, so it serves a lot of purposes all at the same time. So this handbag, metal handle, metal bar. This one has a floral design in the black beads. This one is $30, number 9. $30, number 9 on this beautiful one. And it's a nice size handbag. And this one, I don't remember if I really showed off the inside. It's beautiful on the inside. So that one is $30 and it is number 9. Oh, here we go. Okay. And I used to watch a guy who did live cooking lots of minutes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. And that's kind of why we do it, so that it deters them in the first place. It really does deter them. So that's kind of why we do it. Because that's what we were doing for a long time, and it's tiring and it's disruptive, and we just don't want it. We just don't even want them in here. And so that's why we kind of have those things set up, and then they don't come in, and then we don't have to worry about them. So yeah, it's easier that way. And it's more fun for everybody in the chat. Less things to worry about. This is the Nicole Miller vanity set or vanity tray. So it's got lots of compartments for your goodies. And this was $25, number 11. $25, number 11. The Tom Dunlap bowl. This is a beautiful piece of bowl or beautiful piece of wood that was turned into a bowl, really nicely made. It is signed on the bottom, Tom Dunlap, and this is yew wood. This is $25, number 12. $25, number 12. Let's see. Where can I put this? Here. There and there. Okay. I have the Elton Bennett. He is an Oregon seaside artist who passed away in 1974. This is called Seabird's Cry. And this is $40, number 13. $40, number 13. And this is 15. Yeah, 12 by 15 is the frame. 12 by 15. The Dragonware tea set. Ooh, this one is the teapot, the cream, the sugar, 3 teacups, and 3 saucers for the Dragonware. This one is $75 for the set, and it is number 14. And so you're going to get 3 cups, 3 saucers, the cream, the sugar, and the teapot for that set. Let's see. Okay, the La Pierre Sterling mini plate, and it is marked BPW Secretary 1956-7. It's 1956-57. This is a sterling mini plate on the back. It is marked La Pierre Sterling. And this one is 3 inches across. It is $20, number 15. So $20, number 15 for the sterling plate. The purple vase. So purple glass vase with the swirl. It is not signed, but it does have a nice smooth bottom. This is $15, number 18. $15, number 18. The Alaskan clay teapot, and creamer. So the design on this is made with the Alaskan clay. It's not the glaze that's on it. It is the clay that makes that beautiful design. The set is $20, number 21. So you'll get the creamer and the teapot, $20, number 21. The Imperial Carnival glass. This is a smaller sized pitcher. This has a beautiful carnival coat on it. The base color is green, and it does have the Imperial glass mark on the bottom. It's also green on the inside. And this is $15, number 24. $15, number 24. This is the Japan Pagoda set. This is probably from the 1930s. On the sugar, it does have a stress crack. It doesn't feel like it was repaired, but it does look like maybe it landed on there and there is a crack. The sugar, creamer, and teapot set is $22, and it is number 25. So $22, number 25. Good night, Jan. Thanks for joining us tonight. The Amberina chimney. So this is flash. It's hard to see. There are a couple of spots right down on this part where it was, in and out of the holder. But this is Amberina, and it does have a glow to it, even though it is flash. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it does. It does have a bit of an Amberina glow. This is $20, number 26. And this is 3 inches across. So if you want to measure if this will fit in your lamp, and if you would like to change it out for a red one, it's 3 inches, and that is $20, number 26. The Judith Stiles ceramic vase. So it's a beautiful round ceramic vase. It's by Judith Stiles, 1988. And this is $22, number 28. And it's about 9 by 9 inches. It's kind of big. The Swedish glass vase. This one has a very smoky base, but it does have controlled bubbles. Here is the bottom. It is about 10 inches tall, and this one is $12, number 29. $12, number 29. The Mexican pottery masks. They are $15 each. $15 each. This one is number 30. And this one is number 31. So number 30 and number 31. And I see you guys. And I'm going to get those as soon as I put this down. There we go. Okay, number 24 for Puggle Mom. Thank you. That is the carnival glass. Thank you, Puggle Mom. And Sherry is going to take the vanity tray. Yay! So thank you, both of you. That is awesome. Fantastic. I am so happy those two are going to new homes. I've had them here. I've enjoyed their company. But you know, sometimes it's time. Ooh. One of these frames is attacking me. Stop it. The hanger's caught on my pants. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have the Sherberts. So these are the Candlewick pattern. They are these lovely little Sherberts, dessert bowls. I have a set of 6 of them. If you would like to see or like to have all 6 of them, they are $15 and they are number 33. So number 33, $15, and you get all 6 of these. However, if you don't want all 6 of them and you would like a pair of them, they are $6 for the pair. So $6 for the pair on those. Okay, the Dumbo like the elephant tea set, the tea pot, the cream, the sugar, 4 cups and 4 plates. That whole set is $12, number 34. $12, number 34. And yes, I do have the lid for the sugar. Okay, the Fostoria American 3-section server. This one is a little heavy. It's got a lot of glass in here. This is $15, number 36. $15, number 36. The Tunisia pottery. The bowl is $15, number 37, and the plate is $15, number 38. And these are dishwasher, oven, microwave, and food safe. So the bowl again is $15, number 37. The plate is $15, number 38. Okay, the set of 3 Snow Maiden plates by Villeroy and Bach. They do have a hanger on the back. These are $15, number 40. So all 3 plates, $15, number 40. And the Wedgwood plates. This one does have a little scratch on it, but the other 3 do not. And they are $15, number 41. So $15, number 41. The clamshell that has been written on. This one is $10, number 42. $10, number 42. The Aurifers crystal vase. Got a nice ring to it, and it is signed. It's etched on the bottom, Aurifers. This one is $20, number 44. So that's $20, number 44. The Italian cake server. This is silver plate. It is Italian cake server. This is $10, number 45. The fan, here it is, that is getting a little worn. Beautiful design. It is paper. It is very vintage. And, oh, thank you, Barb. I just lost my pen. There it is. Thank you. I've got you for the cake server. The fan is $10, number 46. $10, number 46 for the fan. And let's see, we've got the sake warmer. This one is a small pottery piece. This is $10, number 48. I've got the candle holder. This is $8, number 49. And the 3-section tree server that does have the chip on the back side right there. This one is $8, number 50. All right, so that was the not so fast speed round. That's okay. That's okay. I don't mind. I did it. I did it in my own pace, which is just perfectly fine. But everyone, if you are thinking about something, you're going to dream about something, you're going to wake up at 3 in the morning in a cold sweat because you didn't grab something when you had the opportunity, feel free to either send me an email, sandyandotto@comcast.net, or you can leave a comment below on the video or on the live and, let me know if you're interested in one of the items. Let's see. I will be back Monday morning at 11:30 Eastern time for a lunchtime sale. And I'll be back Monday evening also at 6 p.m. Eastern with Jen for our weekly sale. So I hope to see you guys then. But thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. thank you for your purchases and helping me with my closet clean out. I appreciate it so much. And have a wonderful rest of your weekend. You guys are keeping me busy, and I appreciate it so much. I don't mind being busy at all. So keep it coming. It's like a challenge. It's like challenge accepted. I'm going to get it all done. But that does unfortunately mean sometimes I am like playing catch up on the packing and shipping, but I do get things done. Sometimes it just seems like it takes a little while. And I do appreciate everyone's patience. I appreciate it so much. So thank you, everyone. Have a fantastic evening and rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys on Monday. So good night, everyone.